Hi, I'm Saz Medcraft.
And I'm Emily Campbell.
And you're watching the Saints Lounge. Tonight we reviewed the St Kilda Essendon game. Now it was a very emotional game for a lot of people, mainly because of Brendan Goddard going to Essendon at the end of the year. Now for Brendan, it was a bittersweet game. He had a tremendous game.
And he kicked the first goal.
But he cried at the end of the match. Now, what does that show you, Emily?
That goes to show that, firstly, in his heart, he still is a saint, and he's attached to his St Kilda teammates and the club, and he didn't want to go. It's very obvious, and a lot of Saints fans got very, who I know that were Brendan fans, got really emotional when they saw it. But I'm also disgusted that with the supporters, St Kilda supporters, booing him and stuff. And I mean, really, it's disrespectful. And you know what? He nearly won us the premiership in 2010 with that goal. I mean, and it annoys me when people bag him from St Kilda because of what he did for the club and everything. But it was a very hard game, and look, unfortunately, it wasn't the best for St Kilda, and I think that, look, Essendon were just too good for us in the end, but what wasn't working was our forward line.
Emily, what went wrong in that game?
The forward line. There wasn't...
So, for people who weren't there like myself, what actually happened? What led to the debacle?
Look, it was just simply the fact that the manning up, the passing was really sloppy, and our forward line just wasn't working. There wasn't like the correct setup and everything, and every time the ball went into our forward, an Essendon player would just mark it. He just, we couldn't just...
So the mosquito fleet, as they've been labelled, clearly isn't working.
Exactly.
We should resort back to the normal forward line, which consists of Kazichki, Revolt, Milne,
yes,
Sard,
yes,
and two other players.
yes.
Now, what about the midfield? I noticed that yet again Nick Del Santo had a very poor game,
And he keeps getting tagged, and they really need to work on his style of game.
How can they help him out when he gets tagged? Like they,
one that has land written on it.
I think they need to get around him, get him up again, and going, because he's really not performing.
And I think he's lost his confidence, and they need to get his confidence back, which hopefully they can do very soon. Yes, I think...
Apparently they didn't tag Joe Watson, which I thought was very surprising. So how did the midfield go?
Look, again, I think that Essendon just killed us again, and I think all of the boys, really need to sort out.
And there was a melee, which Stephen Milne got suspended from one match for. What are your takes on that? To me, I think if people get fined and reported, surely the instigator, Courtney Dempsey, should have got suspended as well.
Absolutely. And Ahmed Saad just got pushed. I think it was by Dempsey or one of the others. No, it was Dempsey that pushed him and started picking a fight, and Saad did nothing. He was just trying to... Saadi was trying to push him away, say, leave me alone, and then Milne got, told him, and then there was a huge fight, but yet again,
So hopefully we can regroup for the massive Anzac Day game in New Zealand. What are your thoughts on St Kilda playing the game in New Zealand?
I think it's really exciting, and especially for the first time, and being on Anzac Day, I think it's very, important. I think that they'll really try very hard, and it's exciting that Cozzy well, I've heard rumours that Cossie's going to be back, which is a great thing, and the forward line might fall into place again.
Hopefully, because Cozzy is back and he plays really well and proves to people who doubt Cozzy what he can do for their team. I'm Sez Metcraft.
And I'm Emily Campbell.
And you've been watching the Saints Lounge. For those of you who haven't signed up yet, Emily.
1300 Go Saints.
Or
www.saints.com.au.
Thanks for watching.